Okay, okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Joining very late. Okay, so we will just click on Start button, and here you can click on All Programs. And as you click on All Programs, you can see this Microsoft Office. So this is the software that we are using. So Microsoft Office Excel. We will go to Microsoft Office Excel. Okay. So in Microsoft Office Excel, when we go, these parts of the Excel I have explained you in the previous class also, isn't it? Hmm. So we are taking this chapter number 7. Chapter number 7, I think some things were left. I don't remember whether it was completed or not. Hmm. Okay, so we will start with editing a worksheet. So let's open page number 57 and listen carefully. Okay, so here what we are doing on page number 57, the first you saw selecting cells. So you all know how to select a cell. First of all, a row or a column. If you want to select a row or a column, simply you can see on the screen presentation I'm showing you. When you bring your cursor on the top of the row, on the top of the column, that is column heading ABC, just click this black arrow, it becomes black arrow, so you can just click and your whole column is selected. Say column A, then column B, column C, you can select. The same way you can select the rows, like row 1 you can bring the cursor to the left one, so row 1, row 2, row 3. Okay, if you want to select more than one row or more than one column, just click and drag, so you can select it like this. Okay, now for entire worksheet, there is a select all button, this one. Okay, you can see on the top, this is the select all button. If you click on this, the whole entire sheet will be selected. Okay, also you have the control A, the shortcut key to select the entire worksheet is control plus A. Okay, then adjacent rows or columns. So for adjacent rows and columns, what we can do, simply click, just I shown you that simply click and drag like this. Okay, and or you can select the first row, then hold down the shift key. When you shift key, you know the shift key, so just we will select the first row, and then we can hold the shift key and then click on the keys that we want to select, or you can start from the first cell and directly click on the last cell. Suppose I have selected first column and then I want to select up to L, so click I will just press shift key and click on this L, so A to L column is selected. Same way we can select the rows also. This is how we are selecting rows and columns. Okay, adjacent rows, columns for selecting. Okay, non-adjacent rows now, for selecting non-rows. Suppose I want to select column A, then I want to select column D, then we have to press control button, CTRL control button, then press column D, then H and K, means whatever columns you want to select, you can select like these are called as non-adjacent columns. Okay, now if you want to select non-adjacent rows, like row 1, then row 6 you want to select, then row 12 you want to select, so like this, with the help of control button you can select. Okay, now changing cell contents or replacing or using edit mode. Suppose you have written here your school name. Okay, if I write on here St. Joseph. Okay, St. Joseph's Convent High School. Suppose something wrong I have written in this. Okay, I can just drag and do some bigger icons so that you can see it clearly. Okay, now St. Joseph's Convent High School. Suppose this school spelling is wrong. I want to edit it. So what we can do, simply double click on this cell, double click, and the cursor you will get and you can type. Okay, or suppose you want to change or some editing you want to do, you can press F2 key also. The second method to edit is F2 key. Press F2 key and you can delete and write down something. okay, and double click and then F2 key. Okay, these are the two methods. And the third method, you can go in this formula bar. You can just select the cell and go in the formula bar and edit or something you can do here and type here. So there are three methods to edit: F2, formula bar, and double click. Okay, replacing cell contents, if you want to do, you can delete. Suppose you were here, suppose you have written Varanasi, but you want to write Robertsgan. Now this is, you don't want Varanasi, so simply you can select the cell and start writing Robertsgan. Automatically the previous one will be deleted. Okay, so these are the simple things that you are doing, replacing cell contents. Okay, and then next, using edit mode already, using undo and redo feature. Undo and redo feature is available here on the quick access toolbar on the top, beside title bar. On the title bar, if you see, this is undo feature. If you just click undo, you can see the previous step, Varanasi, it was there, so it came to the previous step. Okay, so undo, what it will do, it will cancel the recent step that we have done. Okay, after making modification, you may wish to cancel the changes and retrieve the previous data. Okay, so to revert the last action, we can use undo button. So हमने क्या किया, what we have done here, we have written Robertson after changing, but the previous one was Varanasi, so I went back to Varanasi. So redo with undo button. Now if I redo button, again you can click redo button, so Robertson's came. Okay, also you can do it with the help of right click. Yes, yes, okay, very good. So there are shortcut keys also in quick access tool. This is quick access toolbar, so undo and redo is also present here, but we can do with the help of control plus Z. CTRL plus Z, if you press, it is undo, so it came to the last step, and CTRL plus Y is redo, it jumps to the next step. Okay, so this is what undo and redo feature. Now inserting column and rows. Let us uh, write down something. Suppose I have written here name of a student student name. The next column I can name it for in subjects. Okay, English. Then next column I will make it for Hindi. Okay, next one I want to make it for maths. Then next one I will make for, say, computer. Okay, now suppose this is done, but I want to insert a science subject in between math and computer. Math and computer, in between these two, I want to put the science column. So I want to insert a column. Okay, so simply we can, I want to insert to just next to maths. What I can do, just right click and insert. Okay, so left of this, so Control Z we can do to go back. Yeah, undo button. So okay, I want to insert a column just left of computer. So I can right click on the top of the heading column heading, we will click and right click, then insert. So you got one column here, so you can type down, write down here science. Okay, so this you have to practice and read the books also. Same way you can insert a row also, if you want to insert a row. Okay, then copying and moving data, this already you know. Okay, you can suppose you want to copy this all, so you can select how to, just click on the first cell, click and drag, so all these cells are selected. You can copy, with the help of right click and copy. Okay, also the same copy you can do with the help of clipboard here. This is your copy button in the clipboard. Okay, on the ribbon, this one is called as ribbon. So in the clipboard option you have copy, so here you can click copy. Okay, on the clipboard also you can right click and copy, second method. Third method is control plus C, shortcut key ctrl plus C. So this is also copy. So as you copy, you can see there are dotted lines, then you can paste it somewhere else. Suppose you want to paste it here, so you can paste option also different. And first option on clipboard. Okay, this is paste option already here, clipboard. Then right click and paste, second option. Third option is ctrl plus V. Ctrl plus V is the third option for control plus V for pasting. Okay, so this way we can move the data from one place to another. Okay, moving. You're not able to hear me. This we are practicing this replace option. Okay, uh, moving the data around. Suppose you have selected this data and you want to move it up and down or somewhere, then just you bring the cursor on the edge of the cell and you can find that there is a arrow with a plus symbol. Okay, some different symbol is there with arrow with plus symbol, then you click and drag. So where you want to keep, you can drag there, so your data will come there. So this is moving data around. Okay, the next very important feature is autofill feature. Okay, let us go to the next sheet. You know that there are three sheets: sheet 1, then sheet 2, and sheet 3. If you want to add more sheet, you can click here, renaming sheet in the previous session only. So what we are doing now, next one we are doing autofill feature. Okay, so let me just make it little big like this. Autofill feature, suppose you want to type the month's name. Okay, say I'm typing month's name, months. So we will start with January, January. So January, now I want to type all the months. So instead of typing, there is a autofill feature, very interesting feature. Just select the cell where you have typed January and bring the cursor to the right corner, bottom right corner of the cell edge. Okay, bottom right corner. This is the plus symbol as usual, but when you bring your cursor to the bottom right corner of the cell, edge of the cell, then black plus sign will appear. Just as the black plus sign appears, you click and drag, and you can see this month is also showing. So up to December we want, so you can see the December is, all the months are here just without typing. So this is called autofill feature. Okay, now you can find that some of the months are exceeding the cell boundary. Some of the month name exceeding the cell boundary, you want to make it inside the cell. So you can bring your cursor on the column heading, and beside column heading, when you bring this plus sign will appear. You can click and drag, so you can increase the cell size like this. Okay, so these are the simple features that you will you should know, okay, while typing and this all. Also you can type the Sunday, Monday, week, days, week. So like if you simply type Sunday, then you can select the cell, bring the cell to the bottom corner, cursor bottom corner right side, and then drag it up to Saturday. So you can see up to Saturday. Here also Wednesday is exceeding. You can go to the top of the cell uh, column heading, and you can click and drag. So we have increased the width of the cell. Okay, now in the same way we can write down some sequence of the numbers, like the table of 12 or something we can speak, or some sequence of numbers. Suppose I'm writing sequence of numbers starting from say 5, the second one is 10. Okay, I have written 5 and 10, so it can be just the table of 10 also, because I am increasing each step by 5. So I can, one more interesting feature of autofill, just click and select these two cells. I have clicked and selected these two cells by dragging the mouse. Okay, click and then drag and select both, then bring the cursor again to the right corner. As you bring your cursor right corner, when it changes to plus sign, click and drag, then you can see that you have got the series 5, 10, 15 as we have started. So in this way, this a sequence, a series of numbers can be printed automatically. That means the table of a number also you can type, or some other series also you can type. Okay, so this is the interesting feature of the autofill feature. Okay, so this was your chapter in this, and already I have told you how to add the numbers in the previous chapter, I think, sum and addition. Okay, some more things you will study in class 7th when you go. Okay, so performing calculation, it was already told. Once I can explain you once again. Suppose you want to add the marks obtained in different subjects. Where was marks? Suppose here. Okay, suppose the student Ankit, okay, got 8 marks, then 9 marks, 7 marks, 5 marks, something like that. I want the total here. So total, to find, how we can find total? Simply we will write down is equal to, then we will type the cell address. So this is what E7. So I can type E7, E7. So as I typed E7, this cell is selected, then plus, next one I want to add F7. The address of this cell is F7. So I will write down F7. Then plus G7, I want to G7. Then plus H7, H7. Then plus I7, I7. So all the cells are selected. Then I will press enter key. So I have got the total. Okay, now let us see the second student, says Seema, and the marks I will write on 7 something whatever, like this. Okay, so one more interesting feature of autofill is that once I have used the formula, here you can see in the formula bar E7 is equal to E7 plus F7, G7, H7, then I7. Okay, then what I will do, I will select this cell where I have used the formula, and then I will bring the cursor to the right bottom corner of the cell, and I will click and I will drag, and as I drag you can see the formula is copied and the sum of these numbers are written here. You can see the formula, it is changed to E8, F8, G8. In the first one it was E7, F7, now the next one changed to E8, F8. Okay, so this is interesting. We can simply click and drag and get the total. You can type as many students name as you want, and simply you can select one cell, click and drag all, you will get. Okay, like this. So very good. This was the last one. Okay, I told you. Now the next is the exercise. Okay, so exercises I will just send you. Okay, and you will complete. How to add? Then you can use some function that is also there. You can use, instead of this, you can write is equal to sum, then in bracket we can write the cell range, means from where to where we want to add, that we can write. So we want to add from E. Okay, once again I will explain. Suppose, okay, so you can write here is equal to sum, then write on the bracket, then you can start from e7 2. 2 means colon symbol, double dot colon symbol, this is the colon symbol, to i7, I want to add up to i7. So e7 to i7 is selected, then bracket. So this is the formula that we can use. Okay, the sum function that you will study in class 7th also, sum function. Okay, so very good, thank you everyone, and I will send you the exercises and the question answers, so please you complete in your text book. Okay, or have I sent you already this chapter answer, question answers, and this? No, means chapter number 6, not chapter number 7. Chapter number 7 not sent, no? Okay, so thank you, I will send it today. Thank you all of you.